Hi and welcome everyone to another exciting episode of Surround Show's interview. Today we have a very special guest with us, Jill Morrison, who plays Carrie on the new Hallmark movie Wedding Season. Jill, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character in the new Hallmark movie Wedding Season?
Yes, of course. Carrie is very sassy. One of those friends that kind of just say what's on her mind with no filter. Sometimes she should have a filter. Yeah, maybe uh just like really funny and cute, but love like one of those characters that you kind of love to hate, is how I would describe Carrie.
And what drew you to this project and what made you want to get involved with the film?
Oh, I really love how I feel like this is a different kind of Hallmark because it's a little bit sassier. It's kind of sexy and it has all these different storylines. And I think it's very contemporary, and I really, really like that about it. I just loved the cast, Stephanie and Casey and Lucia. Finally got to know her, from the 100. And I just think with all of these different characters in so many different storylines, and not everything is perfect and not everything turns out great. And I think people will relate to that, and I related to that. So, that's one of the things I really liked about the project.
Perfect. And what do you think viewers can expect from the film, and why should they tune in to watch it?
Well, I think they can expect to laugh a lot. I think there's a lot of comedy going on in it. I think they can expect to fall in love with the different storylines that are happening in it. That they might get, it's just one of those Hallmark movies where you're not quite sure what's going to happen. It's a little bit more unpredictable than the other ones. Not that there aren't unpredictable hallmarks, but sometimes you can kind of predict it. It has a lot of obstacles in it, and my character is definitely one of the obstacles to the lead, Trish, because she kind of just represents one of those people that what we say is a reflection of ourselves, and she's a little bit unhappy with not getting married herself, wanting to find love. So she kind of, says things in a judgmental manner. And I think we all have come across those kinds of people, and we have to like just really build our self-esteem and our self-love so that we don't allow those people to feed that kind of insecure voice inside. And I think that's something people will really relate to.
Okay. And did you have any particularly memorable experience while filming the movie?
Yeah, so I had this one scene where they said, okay, you're going to be getting a massage. And I was like, what? So my character's getting a massage and eating cookies. So
Okay.
it was the best day that ever happened. And it was really fun because they have allowed me. I don't know if you've noticed with Hallmark that since the pandemic, they've gotten really open with a lot more comedy and different kinds of characters.
Yes.
And so that's been really fun for someone like me who loves to improv. So they're just letting me improvise and throwing different endings to my castmates who were having a really good time, just not even knowing what I was going to say and responding. And then, and I know that, everybody loved that kind of thing, that kind of spur of the moment feeling. So it'll be interesting to see which takes they picked.
Yes. What a message do you hope viewers take away from the film?
Um, I think I think just that you are enough. You don't have to have the perfect ending or have this huge romantic story, or you are enough. You the person that you are. And I think that, Trish really learns that through the movie, the lead. And I think that, a lot of people kind of need to hear that, because I think we live in this society where, you're supposed to be married and have children by this age, and it's a lot of pressure on people. And I just think you are enough. You rock yourself, just you. And hopefully one day your dreams, if that is your dream to get married and have babies, if that is your dream, hopefully that comes true. But it's also okay if it doesn't.
Yes. And what was your favorite Shanto film and why?
What
The
was my
one
favorite
you,
film?
no.
My favorite role. It's probably from a sitcom called Package Deal. It was a Canadian sitcom, so you've probably never seen it. But I got to do 2 seasons of it, and it was so fun because I played this very promiscuous alcoholic person who was hilarious and blunt and sarcastic. And also just the sitcom work is so fun, just the pacing of it and the energy and just being a part of this kind of family for a few years. That was my favorite time of my life. It was definitely that part. Yeah.
Perfect. And can you share any behind the scenes stories or moment that happened while filming wedding season?
Sure. So I mean, the cast and I, we had lots of fun behind the scenes, lots of goofiness. But probably the scene where my character catches a bouquet at one of the weddings.
Okay.
And they weren't quite sure how it was going to go. And we had a bunch of background characters, and the director was like, let's just kind of see what happens. So David Weaver, he's wonderful. So the first take, and this is my problem, I always hurt myself because I go for things too much. I'm always like, how did you twist your ankle? How did you break your leg? Oh, I was doing a comedy fall. But anyway, so the bouquet comes, and I just threw myself into the extras and down on the ground and catch the bouquet. So I think it kind of shocked everyone at first because they weren't expecting me to throw myself like that. But once they realized that it was totally safe, that's why I went to theater school, so I could learn how to fall. And then they loved it, and then we just kind of reshot it with different ways for me just flying across the camera, coming in and out of frame, catching this bouquet, and then losing the bouquet. I mean, she's just so desperate to get married. So that was really fun to play. And I am still healing a little bit of my hamstring here, but I won't tell anyone that. That's a secret.
And last question. Can you talk about any upcoming projects you have in the works and share a little bit?
Sure. So I just finished shooting one of my favorite genres, which is comedy horror. I love horror movies, and I love comedy movies, and I love when they're put together. So I just finished shooting one called Hell is a Teenage Girl. Really funny stuff, really twisted. So I can't really say much about it, but that I'm really excited about it, and I hope people, look forward to it and see it. But it's called Hell of the Teenage Girl. So you should be hearing about it soon. But if you want to scream and laugh.
Do you know when and where will be released at the moment or not?
I'm not sure. I know that I think probably I think they want it closer to Halloween. So
Okay,
probably by like the end of August, kind of September, kind of prepping for the Halloween season. Good, fun.
good. And remember that wedding season will premiere Saturday, June 3rd, only on Hallmark. Thank you for being with us, Jill.
Thank you. It was so nice to talk with you.
For me too. Thank you,
Okay, have a
everyone.
good day. All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.